Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Love for Intuitive Astrology. This video is for everybody who has their sun, their moon, or the rising sign in Leo. And this will be the monthly forecast for the month of April 2023. And we're starting April off with a beautiful Aries season. And the sun will be in Aries in conjunction with Chiron and Jupiter at the beginning of the month. And this will bring a massive opportunity for healing. This is also bringing opportunities to travel, right? Some of you have been traveling already or have planned a few trips. And ninth house is especially trips overseas. So this could be trips overseas, far away countries. And with Aries there, it could be like trips that really going to define your identity, the way you think about yourself, and also the way you see the world. So maybe you're gonna learn also some new languages, you're gonna learn about other cultures, spirituality. And because Aries is also a very sporty side, it could be that you're learning yoga or doing some kind of like yoga retreat. And then we also have Mercury conjunct the North Node in the 10th house and Uranus and Venus. So if you launching or have launched a website or you're on social media, it's really drawing more clients to you, more people want to buy your products. So you're in this really magnetic area of your life where you're going to feel more carefree. Ninth house is really about feeling carefree, about, because ninth house is all about having faith, and Jupiter is in its own house, in the ninth house, and Venus and Uranus in the 10th house are making you enjoy your job more and bringing you unexpected opportunities. So if you're in science or you're doing something out of the box, that's going to bring you a lot of opportunities. And anyway, soon Jupiter is moving into the sign of Taurus, which is going to even more expand these opportunities. So this is really the year for you of traveling and work. Mars now has gone out of Gemini and it moved into the sign of Cancer. So it is important that this month you're taking it a bit easy. So even though you're out and about, you're working, you're doing your stuff, make sure that you also have some rest and don't overdo everything, okay? On the 5th of April, we're going to have a full moon in the sign of Libra. And this will be in your 3rd house. So once again, a lot of you are traveling, gonna study something, you're diving into spirituality. And maybe on your trip or during your study, you could meet someone new if you're single. Also, this is a really good time to heal your identity. Maybe before you felt like an outsider to the world, and now you're starting to see like, hey, I am a part of this world. I am part of, of everything, and people are struggling like me or having going through the same cycles as me. So you're gonna have this massive awareness about how the world works, and you're gonna get a lot of like downloads and really just a lot of optimism. And Saturn moved into Pisces in your 8th house, so it's a good time to really check your papers, whatever papers these are, the government, like papers you have with the government or taxes, if you paid them well and stuff like this. This is also maybe a time where you feel a bit more distance from your partner, like you want to have less intimacy because it makes you more serious about these matters or restrict you from it. Okay, don't blame yourself for these things. Just work through these feelings and where are they coming from, because they are part of a karmic cycle that you're going to close during the upcoming 2 years. Then Pluto is coming closer to your 7th house, right? It's close to your descendant, especially for early degree Leos. And your relationship are going to, your business relationship or romantic relationship, your marriage might be turned upside down, okay? So any problems you already had will come to the surface. At the same time, you can also grow closer to each other. So if you have a really strong relationship, you will work these things out. You just have to bring it to the surface, and you're gonna have to talk about it. Otherwise, you're gonna be forced to do things. You know, Pluto will make the decisions for you if you don't make them yourself. And I'm very, very much aware of these things because I was born with Pluto and the Ascendant, and I've been through many transformations in my life. And if I wasn't like, you know, when you have this gut feeling and you know what you have to do, but you kind of want to wait because you're not, like, you want to give people a chance, you want to give things a chance, but somewhere in your gut, you kind of know that this person is not for you. And for me, I stayed with people for too long, even though I knew they weren't the right person for me. So it's kind of that kind of feeling, or like certain things that just need to come to the surface. Yeah, it's also a planet that creates triangles, right? So affairs, these are the dark stuff that I'm just gonna deal with, but it can also bring you much closer together. It can also bring in very dominant partners, so make sure that you have really good boundaries. Have really good boundaries, okay? That you don't give yourself away to please someone else and think that that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, some of you are definitely moving for a job, or going from, you know, or like have less importance from the family, or feeling more detached from the family. You're gonna really focus on your work a lot. And then on the 20th of April, we're gonna have a massive shift when there's a hybrid solar eclipse happening. This will be also in the sign of Aries at 29 degrees, so it's really on the latest degrees, almost in Taurus. And this is a mix between a total solar eclipse and an annular solar eclipse. And you know, an annular solar eclipse is this really cool one where you see like the ring of fire, because the moon is like blocking the sunlight, and then but not completely, and it's gonna give a really cool effect. I didn't check where you can see that in the world, so check out where you can see that and if that's where you are at, because that would be very cool to see. And then some parts will be at some time, some parts in the world that will be completely covered, and sometimes you don't see it at all, unfortunately, depending where you're at. Yeah, and this solar eclipse is quite a prominent one. So it's like, on the one hand, it's a part of healing, and on the other hand, it can bring a lot of disruption in the world. And we earlier during this full moon in Libra, which I think is a wonderful one, there could also be some signs of scammers. There could be some hackers hacking some systems, or you know, like some bans on social media. Yeah, because Pluto in Aquarius is going to bring these crazy shifts. So definitely, if there is a shift for you, it might be with a partner. Okay. Yeah, it could be on a trip that something with a partner happens, that you're in a fight, or you know, like there might be some, yeah, trouble there. So know that everything happens for a reason, and you will always get through it. So, and also on a global level, there will be some shifts happening. People are gonna be awakened into their power, their independence, but also Aquarius is a sign of the humanitarian sign, and it's really gonna tell you like, hey, you know, Leos, hey, all signs, doesn't matter, take care of our wonderful planet. How can you mean something to this planet, right? Like, what is something, even though it's very small? Because if everybody does something small, it has a big significance. So you will see a lot of people will go into their purpose, are going to be brought into new horizons. But yeah, there will be a split between bad and good. Like there will be a choice to make, because Pluto is gonna make that choice. Are you gonna take advantage of technology and, you know, like the scary stuff, or are you gonna take this power and really mean something? And this could be as small as just dividing your trash. And, you know, there are so many things that, even if so, something small, or save an animal, or feed an animal on the street, something small and that you think is insignificant can bring huge significance. Like, you know, bring someone like food, or that is homeless. And, you know, I had a really beautiful story actually. There was a man who was always in front of my door, like, and, you know, a natural response is that you kind of ignore them, or you feel uncomfortable. And at some point I just started, like, he said always like hello, hi, and I was saying hello back, and he was so nice. And it was just circumstances that brought him there. And then it was one day, it was Christmas, and I gave him quite some money to buy himself a nice Christmas dinner. And he was so happy, so grateful. And then I was moving, and, you know, I was moving flats, and he helped me move my things. And after that, I didn't see him, so I think he got off the streets, which is amazing. And this was a small impact. It was really, but for him it was huge, you know. And we cannot help everybody, so it's about the small things that you do. Yeah, and it's not about glorifying me or anything. It's just the small things that you can do that can mean the world to someone else. So yeah. Okay, retreat. So Leo, retreat. Never underestimate the healing power of a quiet moment. So you need to rest. Like Mars in the 12th house is telling you, get out there, do your things, but also meditate and be like a little bit calm. Okay. Hidden depths. You only see the surface. Look beyond. And this is what I'm talking about with Pluto. It's gonna show you the depths of a situation. There might be some truths coming up that's gonna help you understand things better. Okay, whatever that means for you. So do not fear like your relationship now, or you know, if you're single, like, you can still attract love, you can still have these things. It's just that you have to work a bit more on your boundaries when you meet someone. I like you. And I feel that maybe someone likes you, but also it's a time to like yourself and retreat. Take some rest. Stop the pattern. Like I said, you know, because Leo, you're very loyal, you know, and maybe you in the past chose people that weren't really good for you. So you're going to make different decisions now based upon self-love, because you like you. Okay, this is my message for you. I hope to see you next time. I really appreciate you, and bye-bye.